Hi everyone, this is my second review, updated review of the Doogee F5 phone, which I reviewed a couple of months earlier. That I think I did that like 2 months ago, I think, if you look at my playlist. And I'm doing this second review because there's been a huge update in just 2 months. There's been a big issue with this phone. And I tried contacting Doogee about it. I emailed them. I left a message on their Facebook, comment on their Facebook, and I messaged them on Facebook, and they would not reply. They did not reply. They completely ignored me. And in here, there's not. Hang on a minute. Yeah, in here, the phone is not in here because I sent it off for repairs, right? It's currently in repairs. That's why I don't have it. And they wouldn't reply to me. They don't reply to anyone. They're based in China, and I don't think, perhaps there's a language barrier, possibly. They don't reply. And what happened was that I was using it. The battery came down to about 1% because I was using it so much, which is normal, obviously. But I have to say though, up until this point, recently there's been, I found that I couldn't charge the phone properly, right? I found that I could not charge this phone properly. And I just thought that it was because of the USB cable. I thought maybe there's something wrong with the USB cable, which has been the case in the past in many ways. But apparently it wasn't the charger, it was the phone that I should have been afraid of. And so I ignored the issue when I should have really paid attention. And as a result, I lost like hundreds of photos. And of course, I do back up. I'm not someone who doesn't back up my stuff. I do back up my stuff. But only at certain intervals. I'm not going to back up like every photo. I just do like a certain amount. And I wasn't expecting this to happen. Like there is a reason why there's an internal storage on phones. It is to store stuff, and I totally didn't see this coming. And the battery discharged to about 1%, and it died on me, which is normal, obviously. But when I plugged in the charger, it did not charge. And there's a blue light on the phone when it charges, and it did not charge at all. I left it for 2 hours, it didn't charge. I left it for 24 hours, it didn't charge. And I pressed and held the power button to forcefully like turn it on. I pressed and held the power button. That didn't have any effect either. And that did not have any effect. And at this point I just panicked because it was like literally bricked. It was bricked. It was as good as a brick. It was just black, and it just died on me in a single second. It just died on me, and that was it. That was it. It just died on me. It was just like, bye-bye, I'm going, I don't know, to Ponyland. Bye-bye. That was it. It just died on me. And yeah, see, it's the name of the phone is the Doogee F5. Just to warn you guys, because recently this phone has been extremely popular. Like, it's really taking off. And there's people saying, oh man, it's better than Samsung because they offer really cheap phones. They offer it, like, I'll tell you, compared to Samsung, like if you want a Samsung phone, you have to pay about minimum £300 for it. But Doogee, they give out phones for about £150 or something, just about £150 you can get a phone off them. And apparently it's like as good as Samsung or whatever. And I was one of those people. I was one of those fans, and I was like, man, I'm going to get a Doogee and ditch Samsung and whatnot. So I got myself a Doogee, and it wasn't the best experience, I'll be honest with you. After I started, initially I thought it was when it first, it was like so shiny and amazing. I said that it's the best phone I've ever had. I'm going to delete that first review that I made, by the way. I'm going to delete that first review of Doogee that I made on this channel, because the things I said on there about it are no longer void, and it's only been 2 months down the line. Let's not forget that. It's only been 2 months down the line. And those things I said are no longer valid. So I'm going to be deleting that video. And I was like, wow, I'm a Doogee fangirl now. That's it, ditching Samsung. And look at that. This is what I was trying to open for you guys just to show you what the phone was supposed to look like before I lost it. Look at that. There, just there, the LED light is supposed to show when you're charging. It's supposed to like be blue. And I was one of the fans, like everyone else on the internet right now, who's completely like, oh, Team Doogee. Doogee is the best, like amazing. And people might say that I've had a bad experience, but they might tell me, you shut up, right? You've just had a bad experience. Take a seat. Not everyone will have this experience. That will be the defense. And my answer is, I've had a Samsung phone for 3 years and there wasn't a problem. This died on me in 2 months, and I lost some what's the right word? The irrevocable or whatever data on there. There was like loads of photos, memories and diary entries and all kinds of things which are now completely gone. And they were so important to me. I can't tell you how important they were to me. I can't even say on here the kind of things I lost. And some of my work-related things were lost. And in 2 months they died on me. I'm sorry, if you're saying that mine is just a bad experience, what kind of phone is going to die in 2 months? And like most phones, dying on you isn't abnormal. It's not abnormal. But usually when you charge it or when you do something, they should come on. But this one was truly dead, truly dead. So if you want, it's up to you. It's up to you, okay? If you want to give your data to people like that, who have a terrible customer service, there's no way to even recover the data or get a refund. And it dies in 2 months. And it wasn't that awesome. Like the phone itself is not very, the experience was, if you want to get this phone, it's up to you. But I'm warning you of the risks. Okay, I'm warning you of the risks. It's my duty to do that. So it just died on me, and that was it. I lost all my data. And when I was using the phone, I found that it wasn't that fantastic. Like compared to Samsung, it lags a lot. It's not that fantastic, to be honest. You know? And unfortunately, that's my updated review of the Doogee F5. And there's a lot of currently, Doogee is like a rising company. It's kind of taking over right now. People are saying that they will outrival Samsung and things like that. But I say to you, in your dreams, okay? And whoever says that, don't come crying to me when you lose all your stuff. That's all I can say. If you're a Doogee fan person, stick to any company that is well known, like Sony. If you don't like Samsung, Sony, Motorola, Nokia, LG, HTC, BlackBerry. I've used quite a few of those and they're quite good brands. But do not go for this thing here, the Doogee F5, because while it looks fancy, is not a good experience. And when it comes to money, unfortunately, I've learnt the hard way. You get what you pay for. You get exactly what you pay for. That's it. If you think that you can get this awesome experience by paying just a small amount, 99% of the time that's not true. I'm so sorry. And I learnt this the hard way. So, I'm sorry about this, guys, but this was my updated review of Doogee. Peace out.